with the Bears becoming 10-71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw right away is Howell. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
To throw again on 2nd down. Howell. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them all, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At the 20.
Play action. It's Fields.
Forced out to his left. And he'll be out right at the 35. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The Bears did a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Fields on 3rd down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for the Commanders' touchdown. Joey Sly on for the extra point.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
But ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that. Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Fields on target to Mooney. First down, Chicago.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
One play action. Fields.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Fields going to get this to Montgomery. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Two yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
6-0 our score after 1.
With respect to the score, Commanders 6, Bears 0.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Here's Fields.
This is caught. Touchdown!
Famous Jones.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bears are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
Santos with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win. But we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. First throw now for the backup Wentz. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Here comes Pettis on the return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Fields. Man open. Here is Jones.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's got some space here.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Now it's Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left.
And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Running off tackle with Montgomery. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Velus Chris Jones
with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Throwing is Wentz. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Wentz to throw again. They'll roll him out right. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts
as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Wentz. And this one is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted.
And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. A play fake, now Fields to throw.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down.
Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down for Byron Pringle, and he's a smart gamble by the Chicago Bears. They saw a guy put up 568 yards last year, and he was buried in Kansas City's depth chart. They do believe his ceiling is much higher as a full-time starter, so they brought him in a one-year deal to see if he's a long-term answer for their team.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talked about that in the locker room. Let's get out there, start this quarter the right way. Let's try and put some points on the board and create some space.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards. I know it's tough to make tackles in the open field, but that one hurts because he got a little bit extra after the missed tackle.
Receivers are coached so well, they have to break at least one tackle after the catch. He did that on that play.
On the move to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Dominique Robinson
in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. Wentz going to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Throwing on second and long. Wentz looking deep for Adams.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
Davante Adams, 32 yards.
And the Commanders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because giving up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Wentz going to look to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any point. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Here we go. Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
Now Wentz will keep it. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need for a first down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead he said, forget it. Let's just get a first down and start a new set.
first and 10. Here's Wentz. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up first and goal.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders.
Carson Wentz scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Commanders have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Off play action, Fields.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
Back to the air, Fields on second down.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Again, Fields. Completes a Mooney on the slant. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Fields.
He's got a man. Complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one good for 37 yards. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Back to throw. Fields.
Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. A 1-yard touchdown pass. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now Fields.
He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Wentz. He hits Adams complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
To throw is Wentz. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they looked like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you